Okay, I have no more patience. Let's get into it.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, I'm Fate. He's Hero. My snap was terrible. Let's mosey. Oh wow. Oh.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes. At that moment, the whole world turned upside down. Rent a Girlfriend. Chapter 227, The Girlfriend Paradise, Part 39. Miyajima Reiji. Woo! I love the pen out and the name title drop.
It looks
Reminds me a lot of the beach arc.
It looks like somebody's shouting it from somewhere.
Yeah, right? Yeah! Oh,
Yes.
look at it! It's
Just
so
give me more.
adorable!
Just give me more angles of this one moment in time. You're getting your wishes, so sit down!
Yep.
Okay, everybody looked like shocked and confused at first, but now some of them look like they're borderline disgusted. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, maybe this hairless monkey of a best friend who's so steeped in inadequacy that he resorts to punching his friend instead of listening to him because he can't deal with his own fucking problems. Maybe it's mommy.
'Cause baby, now we've got bad blood. You know we used to be best buds. So take a look what you've become. 'Cause baby, now we've got bad blood. Hey!
Yo, look at this shot. It's all girls and this one dude right here, and they're all like, oh shit!
Well,
Oh shit!
I think that actually might be. Oh no, never mind. That's a poster. My bad. I thought it was a guy behind.
Oh
it.
wow, you're welcome. There you go. You're like, give me
Yes.
more angles, and he's like, more angles.
And silence through the night.
Oh wow, everybody wanted it, and he did it. What
Oh
a
my
king!
God.
What a king! A little touch on the lips.
All right.
What a king, man!
I'm speaking a bit too early. I'm just gonna keep sipping over this. This is like
Yo.
freaking incredible.
Yo!
Oh my god.
Yo!
All the emotion everywhere. Oh my
Oh,
god.
and she slowly backs up. Yo, he's killing me. This man's be killing me.
In my time, there'll be no one else.
It was those lips close-ups that were like
Yo!
listening to me. Oh my god. Just
Yo!
so hazy. It's just so hazy.
But there hasn't been a single piece of dialogue!
Ted, my boy, it's gonna be legend. Wait for it.
Everybody, I'm truly sorry for deceiving you all this time. I'm a rental girlfriend. Chizuru Mizuhara is a working name. My real name is Chizuru Ichinose. I'm sorry for all the trouble and for worrying you and causing you much anxiety. When this all started, it was just a job. Kazuya-san was my client and I was his rental girlfriend. But at every turn, I came to see Kazuya-san's kindness and his true character. Before I knew it, I realized that another part of me deep inside didn't see him as just a client. Please forgive me for not answering you right away. With everything happening so fast, I just drew a blank. I understand you might find this baffling, but as you can see, nothing's really changed. I genuinely am Kazuya-san's girlfriend now.
Dairy. Legendary.
Yes! There!
Look at him, he's just staring out into the void! He's just staring out into the void! I fucking love it!
No, if I have a second. Like, I love, even though he kept drawing the same moment in different angles at different times, he kept his expression the exact same in each and every one of them. Even
Yeah,
right
Reishi's
now.
really good at that. Reishi's really good at that.
I freaking love that.
Are you okay?
So, here we are. Confession.
Look at the poor man.
Confession
Okay,
take
so what
one.
do they do? What do they do? What happening? I don't know. She set the record pretty fucking straight. What did they say?
Oh, here's mommy.
Yo, she
Oh,
mad.
Oh, she's in cornered antagonist mode. That's it! That's freaking it! That's the end of the chapter!
That recording was 4 minutes! Barely 5!
We just started! We just started! Hold on! What?
Alright. Well, that was really fast. The true lie that connected their feelings. As the tide of the battle turns, a dumbfounded mommy looks on. Next time, struggle. Look at, like, her blushing and frustrated. I'm pretty sure these are the unclean scans, so it's a little harder to tell. But it's clear that she's blushing and frustrated, and it's because mommy does love Kazuya. She just doesn't understand her feelings. I mean, yeah, she's a little pissed and tilted.
Yeah.
Like this little shithead got in her way. She's a little mad now.
We were so close! So close. We tripped at the finish line. Why? Because our little nutmeg has to go all noble.
But when I pay attention, it's like, yeah, I see those blush marks, and to me that means two things. One, it's what you just said. Like, she still has feelings for Kazuya, so she's still getting she's still getting a reaction out of seeing him like getting kissed by someone. But the other part to it is like she's also just getting really, really flustered.
Losing. Yeah, she's losing hard. Like literally, she went from having like a 2-stock lead to just fucking losing the game.
Now
that's literally what's happening.
Now her emotions and her body are betraying her.
Yeah, pretty much.
He had the anime in mind when he was preparing.
Yeah, like, okay, so let's get into it really fast. We start with this where it's like panning on the characters and it's like transitioning from side to side. Then it does a big zoom out reminding us exactly where we are. And then, again, it comes back to them. They're having this very intimate kiss.
Back to the moment. Then the reactions.
Pans to all the reactions, which are all fitting. Mommy's like in complete disbelief. I think there's also the underlying topic of what's going on with the characters, because what they're not seeing, what, like, for example, Kibe and Negami are not seeing. Kazuya's mom and dad didn't really do shit, so we don't care about them.
Such devastation! This was not my intent.
What they're not seeing is that they're just causing chaos and discourse in the middle of public and like hurting the people that they love. But it's like, it comes from a place where it's like, you would kind of understand why they're angry. So them being angry and upset is understandable. However, their lack of faith in their loved ones is the issue. And because of this lack of faith, they get angry and upset. So what Kazuya was trying to do is trying to stop the discourse. And in the process, he confesses his actual feelings. When Chizuru hears his actual feelings, realizes how much he's been putting this on, how much he's been hurting Kazuya. At least I think. We haven't really seen Chizuru's side of this yet, besides the fact that she kissed Kazuya. Reiji tells us a lot about Chizuru's character through implicit information. So it's like, in this instance, what she's doing is she's stopping the fighting while also showing her real feelings for Kazuya. And essentially making the lie come true, except it's always been true. This is the actual truth that none of them wanted to see because they wanted to vindicate their own stance. Kibe in that Kazuya is not good enough, even though he's saying like, you're not a liar, you're not any of this. He's even men with the greatest of intentions start believing their own lies. That's literally what the whole thing with Kibe's thing. He's starting to believe his own warped perspective of what's going on. That's the point of Kibe's whole thing. While with Negami, it's kind of the same thing where she says she thinks she's helping, but in reality she's hurting the people around her. He does this. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I feel like traditionally in media and fiction, with love stories like this, the pressure is almost always like squarely on the guy to confess the feelings. Even in some stories or even in some slice of life anime where the narrative is largely told from the female perspective, it's still the guy who has to like just kind of put the first foot forward and throw it out there. And I guess technically speaking, Kazuya sort of did that, but this is undoubtedly Chizuru, like, stepping up and taking the action.
It's literally, it's her choices that are actually prolonging the narrative. That's literally what's happening. She's the one who's, like, dragging out the love thing because she can't deal with her own emotions. That's the whole point. Because what's happening here is, Chizuru is not doing this because she's just pressured. She's doing this because she's seeing the person that she loves getting fucking murdered by the people who call themselves his family. And he just confessed, put himself on the line for her, and threw everything down for her. She's going against the pressure. That's the thing. It's like the pressure would be to just sit down and do nothing. But like in the point of vulnerability, in the point of like facing all your fears and just like looking them dead in the eye, do you just give up, sit down, and let the world just fucking crush the things that you love? No, maybe you should take a step and move forward. And this acts as a complete contrast to everything Mommy is, where instead of trying to face her parents and like deal with that, she just kind of let them step all over her, and she lost everything. She's like, I don't have the courage to do this, I just give up. The sheer focus on affection in this scene is kind of important because in Japanese culture, it's greatly frowned upon to show this kind of affection regularly in public. No less in a water park this huge with everybody watching and everything going on. And so Reiji not only gives great focus just because we're the audience and we want to see this, but also to show that this is not only uncomfortable for everyone, but also the shock of everybody around them. So like all the people looking when they're kissing, hence this shot. All the girls like, oh shit, that's hot as fuck. And of course Mommy, who's just like, Chizuru would never take this leap. Chizuru, there's no way in hell he can think to himself, fuck, she doesn't like me. I don't think Kazuya can really think that. Like this is pretty much Chizuru's confession to him.
Jeez, it's just so much emotion and expression, and again, freaking haze right there. Just emotional, hormonal feeling haze right there.
It feels like she's like staring at me. She's like, yo, what'd you think of that?
This feels like it's inviting
like
the
that's
reader
kind of
into the moment for a moment, which is perfect. That's how it should feel.
I like how we just see Kibe in the little back shot right here. It's like, fuck, I was wrong.
Kibe is just gonna find the Yamcha-shaped crater somewhere in the pool area and just kind of lie down for a moment.
Yeah, please.
He needs to reflect. He needs to sit down and reflect.
A lot. I think so. I do like one thing about Kibe's whole thing from last chapter is that you can pretty much understand all of his character and his backstory from the little interactions that we got with him. You don't need the backstory for Kibe's character. You can understand exactly what you need to from what you got from him, from the little pieces of dialogue we got in 2 fucking pages.
You can tell that he's been disappointed by a lot of people in his life.
Yeah, and it's like, it's not even just that, it's like, it's just like him clearly being conditioned by the social constructs that are around him. Whether it be like, just like fucking media, films, all the shit that we see all the time. The way, like, for example, culture holds up what love is and what romance is and how your partner should treat you and things along those lines. It becomes very easy to become like kind of disillusioned about that stuff and just like view it in a very cynical and defeatist manner. And in the process, you don't really see people for people, you see people for what you think they are. Which I think is exactly what's going on with Kibe. He doesn't really see like the people around him. You can, one of my friends made like an analysis on this, and she was pointing out how like Kibe, every time he interacts with Chizuru, he doesn't see Chizuru. He sees the person she's presenting herself to be. And you can see this in like the past interactions where they run into Kibe in like instances where they shouldn't, and Chizuru either removes her glasses by accident, or he looks at Chizuru and for some weird fucking reason he doesn't see her. He sees someone else. And it's not him being gullible, it's him literally just not seeing the person because he's viewing Chizuru as this all-perfect being.
Right.
But yeah, this lie isn't so much a lie as it is like just kind of showing the truth under the lie. Like a lot of people will like say, oh, they're just perpetuating the lie, but it's not really. They're not perpetuating a lie. They're
well, also it just sort of naturally became the truth on its own anyway, just because of how everything developed. It's not lying anymore at this point because somewhere along the way it accidentally became the truth anyhow.
When this all started, it was just a job. Kazuya-san was my client. I was his rental girlfriend. But at every turn, I came to see Kazuya-san's kindness and his true character. Before I knew it, I realized that another part of me deep inside didn't see him as just a client. Please forgive me for not answering you right away. With everything happening so fast, I just drew a blank. I genuinely am Kazuya-san's girlfriend. Kazuya staring off into the distance. I will never get over that. It's so great.
I cannot. All who stand against me will be destroyed.
No, he's still... He's still time locked in what just happened.
Yeah, he's just like,
seconds ago.
fuck, did I just have the best moment of my life? Can I have another? Oh, and now it's like kicking in. Earlier panel is like this one where he's like staring off into space. He's like, oh, that was fucking magical. Oh, that was fucking magical. Oh no, my family. Very, very grr energy. Very little teddy bear grr energy right here from mommy. Oh man, if they ever get this far in the anime, I'm gonna love seeing this get animated. This little moment right here, like Chizuru's clearly blushing and feeling a little... Well, this is them like showing their true feelings, but like they don't have a moment, so they gotta just fit. Oh, he's still doing it! He's doing it right here!
Yeah.
Oh, I love it, it's great.
He got so stunned that he's locked into idle animation.
I haven't seen Chizuru this confident in a while. It's kind of nice, actually.
That's the loudest I've seen her speak. That's not, just, comedically reacting to Kazuya.
Yeah, and just Chizuru just like being, like standing her ground for once. Haven't seen that in a while. It's very nice.
It just feels
because she's been like so pushed back this entire time and just like held back by mommy.
This feels vindicating.
Yeah, I feel like the rest will be more vindicating because there's still a little bit more to go. I don't think it's quite over yet. I think there's just like a little bit more to go. Like we gotta really put mommy in her fucking place here a little bit. So I think mommy's gonna say some shit and Chizuru will have to just like back her off a little bit without maybe like destroying her, because I don't think Chizuru will want to destroy mommy. Because Chizuru's a nice person, and that's one of the reasons Chizuru doesn't like actively doubt and hate on mommy, because mommy is like, she doesn't view mommy as a terrible person.
If anything, just mommy's just gonna make it worse for herself.
Yeah, I mean, now she's just gonna go straight off emotions. She's the one sweating. She's the one sweating bullets. In every other panel, we haven't seen her sweat once. Now she's sweating fucking bullets.
She's got the most livid and emotional expression out of anybody else who's reacting.
Yeah, pretty much, because now, because the entire moment she's going through shock, and now she's like, fuck.
Yeah, you see, everybody else is shocked but processing. She's shocked, processing, but she's also actively resisting whatever she's processing.
Yeah, because
no, this can't be happening. No, I refuse it. No, no,
No!
Well, I didn't think the kiss would be this long. I think a part of me knew it would be, considering all that we've been through. But at the same time, I don't particularly mind. I'm pretty okay with this.
Pacing-wise, it also makes sense, honestly.
Yeah, just like give it a moment, let it marinate. Don't like take us out of the experience. Like really just hammer in how these characters feel. Show us what Kazuya sees. Like make us understand what Chizuru's going through. Give us that implicit information, in Chizuru blushing and Kazuya blushing because they both understand what they just did. I think that's the other thing too, is like Chizuru threw away her job here.
Yeah.
Like even if she goes back and tells them nothing happened, Chizuru threw away her job here.
There's like a bunch of eyewitnesses now at this
point. like she got with a client. So it's like her job is donezo. Like this isn't anything like that. Chizuru made an active choice to really make a change here.
No, it was the second half to the previous chapter that I needed.
Pretty much, just part 2. Now we need part 3. Follow up on mommy, let's go. I mean, mommy's just like hard losing now. Chizuru just like flipped the table in an instant, which is very in Chizuru's style. Like yes. Losing, but then she's just like, haha, no, I win today.
Reversal.
No, she pulled out her fucking Uno card. Reverse Uno card, dude. Yeah, because Kazuya has essentially been... What his family's been doing has been like essentially pushing him back into being the pathetic loser when he's really not. And I think that's another facet of this arc that we never really understood. It's that like the whole point of the arc, I think, at least to me, is that when we went through the movie arc essentially acted as, hey, this is what the series can be. This is what the series will become. But then you come back and you remember, oh, there's still what this was built on. There's still the family. There's still all the issues that the series started with. The familial expectations, the social constructs, Kazuya essentially being stuck because of the people around him. So I think what this arc is kind of doing with that is kind of like dealing with that firsthand, and then inevitably Chizuru making the choice to help Kazuya out of the hole because like he helped her out of her hole.
Yeah, it's interesting just seeing that. I'm fresh off of just seeing the newest Disney movie, Turning Red, and what I'm noticing as a trend, and I mean not just in those Disney movies, but in a lot of like, you know, a lot of new series like this one, I'm starting to notice that there's less of an emphasis on like, okay, you know, first you've got like just the villain trend, but then you have like the twist villain trend and everything. It's like, oh, it's this nice person who you think is nice, and then they're revealed to be a villain later on. Now it looks like the new trend is starting to become like, oh, there's no real true antagonist or villain. It's just like generational trauma or inner like
this one has mommy
and stuff.
This one has mommy, but in this instance, the family is the twist villain.
It's both. That's what I'm saying. It's like there's no twist villain. It's like you got your traditional villain antagonist in mommy, but you also have a secondary antagonist in the form of the generational trauma of like the family having unreasonable expectations and unknowingly reinforcing this negative self-view within the main character, which feeds the main character's insecurities, which are his worst enemy in this case. It's both of their worst enemy at this point. So it's like how I'm starting to see that angle is being explored more in more series and more fiction because it's so much more real and present and rarely ever touched upon, because it's easy to confront something if it's an outside force. It's different and much, much harder and more personal when the source of conflict and adversity comes from within, and not just from within yourself, from within the environment that you exist in, that you've accepted, that you view as normal and necessary in your life, and just coming to terms with the fact that wait, there's parts of this that isn't good for me. This is actively.
I mean, that's kind of mommy's thing, except she understands that it's terrible for her, but she's fully accepted it. It's multi-layered. It's not like this the same thing over and over.
I want to see more stories like using angles like that, because it's new, it's engaging, and
I also think it's just like there's a lot of layers to this entire conversation outside of just like the lies and stuff like that. Like that's kind of the point of why Reiji shows us all these flashbacks with the characters, what they're going through, what they're thinking, why they make the choices that they do. There's other layers than just making the lie come true or them getting together. And I think that that's kind of what makes the story really interesting for me, because it's talking about a lot more than just these things. Like it takes that whole generational thing and common understanding of like social constructs and just really runs with it and makes it something far more interesting than most other series would, in my opinion.
Yeah. What I'm also looking forward to in the aftermath to all of this is what kind of aftermath conversations between the various characters this is going to spawn. Like, conversations
I don't
that
know
need
why.
to happen.
I don't know why. I feel like there's gonna be a conversation with Kuri and Ruka.
So you have chosen death.
Or where Ruka's sad and then Kuri comforts her. But I could be completely wrong. I just, for some reason, I envision this. I don't think they're gonna, like, get together, but it would be interesting to see all the same.
I would definitely like to see them be friends at least. I'm
looking forward to these two discussions, because, bitch, welcome to paradise.
Well, obviously, I'm looking forward to that, but I'm also I really want to see a reconciliation between Kazuya and his family, particularly his grandma, because there's things that need to be like, you know.
And Kibe needs to really admit that he has a punching habit, and he needs to fucking stop. And I just fucking realized this. Look at a fucking night here.
What do we all talk about? So just, can we get like 20 chapters of everybody talking now?
Yeah, that would be kind of fitting.
Because we're all stuck
I wonder.
here
I
still.
wonder if they'll just dip out of paradise, or they'll just have a moment where the characters are just sitting in bed, not knowing what to fucking think. That would be kind of interesting. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just tossing out there. Maybe he'll skip past the nights. Maybe he won't. Maybe he'll just like commit to the nights and be like, let's get in there.
Yeah, I hope there's no like random time skip. I have mixed feelings about time skips.
Yeah. Maybe they can't do anything because Ruka's staying with them. Maybe. I don't know. But Ruka does still have access to the other room, so she could just get the room. Assumptions.
Wait, doing something. What are you getting? I was talking about talking together.
Oh no, I was just saying maybe Kazi and Chizuru just get the room all to themselves.
Just get a room.
Yeah, because the room was just for them to begin with.
They're going into to talk things out, to express feelings in certain ways. Totally. All completely verbal. Perhaps even too vocal. Are they gonna fuck?
Please.
It would be too soon, on the other hand. I mean, I would react to that almost the exact same way. It's like, oh shit, I wasn't expecting that, but okay, yeah, here for it.
My emotions are still fresh, my feelings ever more so. With that being said, if you guys enjoyed the video, please subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell icon, keep up with the uploads. Please support me, I'd really appreciate it. And of course, he has been Hero, and I've been
Please
Fate.
follow my things too.
Yes, I will link them down below. And without further ado, let's mosey.
Maybe this is a sign. Maybe I should change. Maybe this is my second and last chance. Maybe I was wrong. Nah.